Behind me is the all-new Ford Focus electric vehicle. It's only one of two that were ever produced, and you may have seen this car on the Jay Leno Show when he was on at 10 o'clock. It was featured on the late evening talk show. Right now we're going to take you for a test drive right here on AmericaJR.com. We're standing next to the new Ford electric Focus. And I understand this is one of the two on the Jay Leno Show.
Yeah, this is actually a powertrain demonstration vehicle, and what we're doing is showing what we can do with the electric powertrain in these vehicles. It represents the powertrain that we will be putting in the 2012 Focus electric vehicle, which will be launching it'll come out in the 2011 calendar year.
Okay. Now let's talk about the how many miles can this go?
The demonstration vehicles we're able to go up to 80 miles on a single charge. In production, the production target range is close to 100 miles for the Focus Electric.
All right. Now, how long would it take to charge a vehicle like this?
On a 220-volt outlet, and our target for the Focus Electric is about 4 to 5 hours for the charge time on a 220-volt. If you go with a 110, 120 outlet, it'll probably take you approximately double that time.
Okay. Do you know how many of these will be manufactured?
Approximately, our manufacturing target right now is around 7 to 10,000 vehicles, depending on, we'll see what the demand is.
Okay. Well, now, what are some of the other features of this vehicle here?
This particular vehicle here was built up for the Jay Leno TV show that he had last year. It was part of his Green Card Challenge. And so this vehicle started out as a European Focus that we brought over. We took out all the internal combustion hardware and installed 2 lithium-ion battery packs. One is where the fuel tank was. The other is packaged in the rear cargo area. They power a 105 kilowatt electric motor that is mounted onto an aluminum powertrain cradle, which mounts straight into the same mounting mounts that the internal combustion engine mounted into. Okay. The suspension has actually been tuned by the Ford racing team, because it was used on the show for basically a timed race car type challenge on a ride and handling course.
Okay. Now, is there any other features that are different from the current Focus that's on the road now?
Well, obviously it's a European Focus, so so it looks very, very different than what we see in North America on a regular basis. Other than that, I mean, it's got the electric powertrain, and that's the big story on this, is the electric powertrain. When we go into production, you'll see some different what we call HMI, human machine interface features. We'll be taking if you've driven a Fusion hybrid and seen our Smart Gauge with Eco Guide system, we'll be taking that concept, taking the next generation of that, and bringing it in for an electric vehicle. Okay. And just as the Smart Gauge with Eco Guide system does an excellent job of coaching people to drive for better fuel economy, take that concept and think about how that can help people drive and manage their range anxiety.
Now, do you know what the price has been set on this yet?
We haven't really set pricing on that, because we've still got a couple of years to launch, and there's still a lot of opportunities to get the cost down.
Okay. Now, since this car is here, now is it going on like a tour, so to speak, at a bunch of different venues like this?
Well, this car is in high demand. It was trucked in from Florida last night. So we actually have a schedule. I would say it's in constant usage in very different venues. We use it internally on our racetrack, on our Ford testing facilities. Like last week we had our drivers from NASCAR in. This car wasn't available, so we had to use one of our other less attractive vehicles. It looks just like an ordinary Focus, but yeah, we have a lot of usage for this type of, we've put media. We had this vehicle in Washington, D.C. back in April for the National Earth Day event.
Okay. Do you know when it will be here again in this area?
I have no idea. I really don't.
All right. Any other comments on the new Ford electric Focus?
Just that, yeah, we expect that it's going to, I think the customers are really going to like the vehicle. I think they will find that it drives just like a regular vehicle does. And again, it's going to be a city urban vehicle. I mean, this isn't going to be the car that you're going to drive from here to Los Angeles. It's the vehicle you're going to use for going to work back and forth, for going to the grocery store, and we expect to see that it's going to get a lot of usage in city environments by fleet users.
So we'll look forward in 2012?
2012 model year, yes.
All right. All right.